Thanks,
I am
Greg.
nervous. Alan, I'm nervous.
Well, hello.
My heart's
You
like,
made me nervous.
We're live Monday night. Everyone say hello to my two guests, Alan and BadIsRad. Hello, everyone.
today's
And we have a few comments. MJ is here. She says, Happy Garbogist Eve, everyone. Now, I have noticed in a past live that
A past life?
I thought
you were talking about when your past lives. Okay.
No, that we don't.
Sorry, Greg, continue.
Immediately into the book talk because some people are not timely.
Right.
So we will have a couple of minutes of just normal chit chat.
Okay.
Hello, Stephanie. Welcome to Garbogist.
Hey, Stephanie Cohen.
Oh, Nettie's here.
Nettie.
Hello, Nettie. You're up late.
Nettie's
I know.
Nettie's late. All right, Nettie. So I have a question for Greg, since he's like our resident psilocybin expert in that. Like, do you guys know about this kratom?
No.
No. What is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna pop 2 or 3 of the on the show and see if they take effect. Yeah.
Hello, Nettie. People saying hello. Jim reads too slow. Happy Faulkner and August Eve as well. Jim, you made Alan's day because Garbogist is not necessarily Alan's favorite. Hello, Gareth.
Right.
Faulkner
and August, our 5th year anniversary is.
I'm rooting for you.
Gareth probably knows about kratom. I bet Gareth knows. So I'm going to do 3 of these kratoms. They're supposed to be for energy.
You're going to be rocking over there, Alan.
Hi, Jim. People saying hello. People saying hello.
Alan, what are you drinking? Share over here.
A local amber ale, local Portland.
That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's amber.
And Nettie's saying you look fantastic.
Thanks, Nettie. You look fantastic in your video earlier. So gorgeous.
All right. We've got AA, Faulkner and August. I actually read the first chapter today, a day early.
Woohoo!
Gareth's got tea and biscuits for energy.
Yeah, some honey on that.
All right.
Put some local honey.
Okay.
Yeah, for my allergies.
Alan, are you going to talk about Faulkner tonight? Because I hope so.
Well, we got a couple things to talk about.
Oh, show me the money. Show me the money. And
hello, Fred. Everyone very busy. Happy to be off work.
Yeah, Fred. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
MJ. If MJ's here, she did that video today about. It's a thing you can buy subscribers. You can buy them.
No.
That's what she said, MJ. That's the thing now.
I tried looking for that kind of network, but I couldn't find anything like that. I was talking to Greg earlier about something like that, and I was like, what?
Actually, we're talking about what can get your channel flagged.
Yes.
Oh.
And I was talking about somebody else.
And one of the things that can get you flagged is trying to buy subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
That's considered a bozo no-no.
Well, see, that's
now you tell me.
Yes, and kind of know. Like I was telling Greg, I know this person that's been on YouTube for 16 years. She has 47,000 subscribers. She has bought subscribers, and she has never been banned.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yep, Gareth, I have to be up by 6 a.m.
So man, Gareth.
Saying hi. Yes, you can buy subs. Nettie, I'm always bad for going to bed.
It's like now they tell me you can buy subs. I wish you would have told me that before.
MJ needs to
Damn,
hook us
I
up.
could have been
girl.
famous. I could have been
Alan,
famous.
Alan, MJ needs to hook us up
Yeah.
and tell us where to find those subs.
Well,
And then we could be
you
like,
tell
oh,
us. You tell
MJ?
us, Dad.
It's saying it's called fake engagement. Now that what I saw in a video today is that YouTube can take down your channel for that.
yeah.
Yeah, wow.
That
Well,
would, that
Ben,
would be
you got like
devastating.
3,000.
Stephanie Cohen says, "Bozo no no." I like. Does anyone know where that? Does anyone remember the story about the bozo no no phrase?
I know Bozo the Clown from Toledo, Ohio when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was Detroit. Bozo the Clown.
Before we start our regular channel, I'll tell you where that it's an urban myth. It probably never happened, but there was a TV show called Bozo the Clown, and it was a live TV show, and he had kids come on, and you could do you do games and win prizes. And I believe the game they're playing was cornhole, which is you have like a wooden thing in the back, and you have beanbag. You try to toss the beanbag into the hole.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you had this live show, and you had a kid throwing the court. He missed. He goes, "Shit, I missed." And Bozo goes, "That's a bozo no. Don't say that."
No.
Oh.
So he did it again, and the kid missed again. He goes, "Shit again," and he goes, "That's a bozo no. He goes, "Cram it, clown."
That's too cute. I would love to see that. I love clowns, so.
It's probably not true. It's probably an urban legend, so you'll never see it. It's just a phrase. Okay.
I like it. It's cute. I like clowns, so.
All right, everyone trying to say hi to each other. Nettie, Gareth, I'm such a night bird, but it soon catches up with me. Saying hi to Stephanie. Todd Yahoo, just back from the White Mountains in New Hampshire. Cheers, everyone. This is a great way to end my hanging with fellow readers. Todd, say hi. Zap, hello, Zap. And I was thinking of doing a video on English insults. It might be quite funny. I love the words pillow and whizcock. I love slang. Okay, so what we got on our agenda tonight, we're going to talk about some of the books that we read.
Okay.
We are going to do a pick for the End of the World Book Club on a spin. And we are going to read an original poem for Garb August that I wrote.
Oh, we are?
I wrote an original poem. I wrote, and Gareth. Gareth is an author of some of the stanzas in this poem. Now, it is a very rough draft, so just, you say, okay, you can approve on the lines, but you know.
So we get to hear a new poem.
You get
a new poem.
That's going to be exciting.
Oh,
I have a new poem. Want to hear it? Here it go.
All right, we will get to that. All right, so let's talk about a book we have recently read or currently reading. And you're first, Bad, as the main guest.
Well, as you guys can tell, I'm in my premiere Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. I have a special treat tomorrow. I just finished Chainsaw Terror, which is a very short read. I loved this book. It was good. I loved the story. It was so disturbing. It was just perfect. It was good. I really recommend this book. 5-star. Never read anything like this. I enjoyed it. Great book.
All right. Alan, what about you?
Well, I would like to say I'm excited to see Bad's vlog on that, because I like vlogs in general when you go outside your house and show us something of interest. And but I've never seen nor read the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't like gore. I'm like Fred. Fred's the same way. I've never seen Saw. I don't like that type of thing. But I like vlogs like that.
Well, Alan, you inspired me to try and go out of my comfort zone and do some vlogs. But I promise you, Alan, my vlog for tomorrow is not spooky. It's not gory. It's not me climbing up walls or anything. It's perfect.
Can you promise?
It's not.
You
It's
promise?
just Garbagas. Yeah, it's totally good.
Okay.
Okay then. 'Cause, you know, I don't like to be scared.
No climbing up walls.
All right. So, Alan, what did you read?
Well, I'd be remiss if I wouldn't talk about this new poet I found. We're talking about poetry. Her name is A.E. Stallings, and 2 weeks ago I read for like Poetry Thursday a poem of hers, and then I picked up this Best of Poetry American Poetry 2019, and she's in it again.
Cool.
So I've been reading poetry. You know, I haven't been reading a lot. You and Bad know I've been into my albums. You know,
Yeah,
I've
I
been
know.
into that. Yeah. So
That's a lot of fun. Alan.
yeah. You know, starting with Epsilon. I've already started into that.
Okay. But I bet your room feels alive with those albums and the books and your everything. It's like, doesn't it feel like your room's coming more comfortable or more alive? I don't know. With
Yeah,
all
a little
the
bit.
music and records, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got a lot of things. My dad brought me back from, Phoenix.
Exactly.
So
like good energy.
yeah, and I've been rearranging a bit.
All right. Well, I got two choices. I read a book of literature and a book it's like a pre-Garbagas book. So what do you want to hear? You want to hear about the literature or the Garbagas trashy book?
Garbagas trashy
Literature.
book.
All right.
Okay. So you have to pick, Greg.
Dean Koontz, Shadow Fires.
Great.
This was
Wow.
it was actually a pretty good thriller. He originally wrote it under a pseudonym, Lee Nichols, and it's 500
Right.
pages long, but it reads really quick, and it's about a woman who's getting a divorce, and they're just in their divorce, their final divorce meeting with the lawyers, and they're gonna get ready to sign all the papers the next day, and they go outside, and he's really rich. He owns this jean company, and this is 1987, and he's really furious with his. He's just screaming and yelling how mad he is that not only is she asking for a divorce, she's not asking him for a lot of money, because in California the wife gets half, and she would get like $15 million. She goes, no, $500,000 is fine. And so he's so mad, he thinks it's an insult that he's not taking her money. And he's so mad, he runs out in the street, huffs away, and gets run over by a truck.
Wow.
That makes me laugh.
What? Well, then
That made me laugh.
Well, the woman is with her sort of boyfriend because they've been separated for like a year. And she gets a call from the morgue saying, we've lost your husband's body.
What?
Oh man, dude, this sounds like a Koontz book.
And of course, kind of what's happened to the body right from the start, but it was fun. It's pure thriller, no intellectual engagement whatsoever, but I enjoyed it. And I could have read this for Garbagas, but I wanted to read a longer book really quick. And I know even this is 500 pages, I could read this in a couple days. And that's why I picked it. Okay. So now we got two choices. Do you want to hear the poem, or do you want to do the pick of the End of the World Book Club?
Let's let the chat viewers decide.
Well, we'll decide. Let's go through. There's a couple more. MJ, who's seen this on Voxer, the poem is wonderful. Stephanie, is it a poem or a limerick? It's sort of a parody poem of a very famous other poem.
It's a satire.
So saying hi to each other. Fred, I just saw a snippet of Bozo the Clown. Oh dear, that was a bit creepy. I am sure in this day and age it's super creepy. Saying hi. Chainsaw Terror is a great start to Garbogist.
You're gonna like it, Gareth. I promise. Everybody's gonna like it.
Saying hi. Saying hi. Nettie. All clowns are creepy at Fred. Especially those Pierrot dolls from the 80s that were so popular. Okay. Be sure to hit the like button, everyone, and help the Monday Night Fellas out with their algorithm. That would be nice. Love that you rediscovered your favorite albums, Al. That was from Gareth. Here's Todd. Hello, MJ. Raising my Java to you. Hope you have the best vacation ever. Cheers. Pseudonym is good for the bingo card. It is, but I have another pseudonym. And if we start showing our Garbogist books, I'll show you the pseudonym. Todd, thanks so much.
I like my Garbogist name.
MJ saying cheers.
It's in basics.
William, my first Garbogist book review will be up tomorrow. I will create a new playlist for trashy book reviews.
All right, William.
I'll look out for it. William says Gareth. I'm going through. Oh, Stephanie says poem. I'd like to hear the poem, says Nettie.
The poem.
Seems like the poem's winning.
Gareth, I will show you real quick. My lit book was this, The Child in the River. It is a book translated from the French. It is only 80 pages long. And it's set probably just before the turn of the 20th century, where a young child is going down the river on a boat. It's okay. It was nothing special.
Sounds like an American story I'm familiar with.
Before I go to bed, here we go. MJ saying doing the poem. Okay. Do a roar. Gonna get a guest. Hello, Teddy.
Teddy.
Teddy. He wants me to take him out for a walk. He doesn't understand that we're live. Oh.
There's a vlog.
Brian. Hello, Brian. Let's get through these. I will.
I can hear Teddy.
Hey, Brian.
All right, poem.
Okay, poem, then Faulkner. To please Bad. Bad wants to hear about Faulkner. Brian's in the house, but let's hear the poem.
All right, let's hear the poem. Now, it's in two different places. And like I said, Gareth gave me some lines. I'm not going to tell you which lines right now, but okay. 'Twas the night before Garbogist, and all across YouTube, vintage covers were lurking that showed a bare boob. A lesbian vampire tossed her panties to the floor. A shape-shifting moose said with a grin, "Vampy, let's see a little more." Nick Carter was there with a gun in his pocket. At his side, a naked Fraulein played with her socket. Hordes of rats in their nests hungered for flesh. And none of that dead stuff. Victims should be fresh. All right, let me get some more of it.
That's funny as hell. You made me laugh out loud. Her socket? That was good.
Okay, hold on, Alan. There was Long Arm, Edge, and Romeo the Quick. Torture and depravity would make you sick. Scenes being played out that you'd seen on TV. Insects and crabs on a killing spree. Babysitting tortured, kids trapped upstairs. Hollywood couples knee deep in affairs. These books should be banned, yells Governor DeSantis. But Ron loses his head in the jaws of a giant mantis. Criminality was chief. All did admit of crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. But tomorrow is Garbogust, so Ollie will sing a cappella, my ding-a-ling.
God,
That was
that's funny as hell.
The gag members did shudder.
Chuck Berry in the end there.
Alan,
Okay.
the gag members did shudder. Some squirmed like newts in their chairs. We didn't sign up for this. We'd rather drink piss or be eaten by bears. But tomorrow is Garbogust, so let us cheer when all will start reading trash. And literature or poetry, a book with pompous airs, gets stamped into MASH. Ollie turns to the camera. He laughs with delight. Happy Garbogust to all, and to all a good night.
That's great. I'm sorry I interrupted you. I couldn't help myself.
That was so good.
Whose rhyme? I'm trying to think who's Gareth and who was Greg's. The second rhyme, and it's just a funny poem. That was funny.
There's some stanzas in the middle that are Gareth's, and I invited more people to add, but so let's go through the comments. All right. William liked, that was great.
It was, Nettie.
Awesome. I'm not sure I can keep watching. I don't think Brian is participating in Garbogust. Yeah, come on, Brian said MJ.
No, Brian, my partner, he's got too much class for that. Brian, my partner, does.
Nettie, I'm laughing my head off. Gags. Says, Alan, the picture you drew for Bad, very impressive, my friend. You did the mask perfect.
Oh, thank you.
He did.
Thank you.
Yes, he did do that very well.
Alan is a great artist. I agree, Todd.
All right. So Fred says that was really good, Greg. Some claps from Stephanie. Claps from William. Digging books, fantastic. This was brilliant. Well done, guys. Gareth, Greg wrote most of it. Lovely hearing it. It was just something I just got on my phone this morning and started typing it out. So no real editing, just.
You're a poet, Greg.
No, that's not.
That's how the best work sometimes comes about, like in a flash, just doing it with no preparation or no real forethought. That's why writers like to write in the morning.
Yeah.
Right out of bed.
Yeah, well,
I can't wait to read my Dean Koontz for Garbogust. Bad sent me this, so I'm looking forward to this.
That's such a really good front cover.
Yeah, Brian has class. We're the ones in detention.
I was always in detention. Still am.
Gareth, we're in the back of the class. Yeah, I think if I read that for a high school class, I'd be going to talk to the principal.
Yeah, and I'd be trying to put it in the school newspaper.
Hey, but you'd be proud. I would.
Haha, great poem.
I was the editor of my high school newspaper. 2 years.
I used to do cartoons for the high school newspaper, like little comics.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding, Dad.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I used to do cartoons too.
Oh, that's cool. Like those little fun.
Yeah, we should go back to that.
We should do booktubers.
Just drawing. You want to get back into art and stuff. Do you have even a sketchbook, Dad? What
Maybe
you
should
need
do our own comic
first.
book,
You
Alan.
You need a sketchbook. Buy yourself a sketchbook first, and then just start sketching.
I shall do that. I'll get one.
So Nettie, I'm around the bike shed smoking fags and contemplating bunking off, laughing out loud.
Oh my gosh.
Brian, I'm doing
Smoking
Garbagas.
fags and a variety of other inhalants. A variety of other inhalants.
To include it. Well, I'm glad you're doing something for Garbage. It's fun.
Yeah.
Notes about the teacher. Brian, I was expelled at the end of my junior year in high school. Jess, I would love to see them. I did too. I drew a cover for the Bimis singles.
Oh, that's so cool. I like that.
Bookish, it needs to be a dedicated review. Okay. We are at the end of the comments. Anything more to say about the poem, or should we...
I loved it. 5-star. 5-star for Greg. And Gareth.
Alexa, cancel. Something set her off.
So if I say her, if I say the name, she'll turn on?
Yeah.
It's tempting.
It is tempting. All right. All right. So, do you want to talk about a little more about Garbagist, or do you want to do the book spin? Let's talk a little bit about Garbagist before we do the book spin.
I really okay.
Now, Alan, you're going to do Dean Koontz for
yes,
Right. And
Garbagist.
I'm reading Chances, Jackie Collins
Oh yeah.
with Bad Nitty.
Jackie
I'm doing that.
Collins. Thanks to Nettie, my very, very good friend, I got a book. And then
I read Rockstar by her back in the day, and she's a writer like who's that writer who wrote Damnation Game and
Barker.
Master of the Game.
Damnation Game was Clive Barker.
Yeah.
No, was it? Oh yeah, you're right. That was Sidney Sheldon. I'm thinking of. I used to like to read him, and he would qualify for Garbagist.
Oh yeah, he would definitely qualify for Garbagist.
Yeah, he's like Jackie Collins in my book, in a way.
I am gonna start the Happy Hooker tonight.
Oh boy!
Oh.
You know, I was skimming through it, and there's one part. It tells you what certain guys like when it comes to the
Okay. Yeah.
But she gives you details on what certain people like. So I'm like, ooh, that's kind of interesting.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's gonna go pretty good on that book.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like that woman with the exotic name, Cavalier something, right? Back in the Playboy days.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, right arm.
Yeah, it's gonna be her.
I'll go for that. Yeah, you might. If I was in Virginia, I'd pick up some of Greg's Penthouse stories. So I'd join you, but
Penthouse stories.
Those have been long since in the trash.
yeah.
I should have.
Oh,
I think I should have kept them because they're probably valuable now. It's like.
Sure, he's dead. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's like that.
Guy.
I was showing Greg when I was at Half Price Bookstore, and I showed him Dolly Parton when she played Playboy, and I didn't know she did Playboy. Dolly Parton.
I didn't either.
But that magazine was going pretty expensive. So.
Well, I got a lot of stuff for Garbagist. The second week of Garbagist is this book right there.
Lupe.
MJ. Oh yeah, Lupe. I've heard so much crap about Lupe.
You're doing bad, yeah. And MJ and Nettie. So we got a little loop group going.
Lupe.
Lupe. I don't know.
But somebody commented.
Help me out of that scary shit.
They commented
Help
what?
me out of that scary shit.
They comment on my comment about Lupe, and they said this book sucks. I'm like, aw.
I don't know.
Well, fuck them.
Who
knows?
Who knows? But we're gonna
We'll
try
find
it
out.
anyways.
We'll find out. I mean,
Well, we'll
it's
find
not
out.
really printed in Kindle, so maybe that. But still,
Lupe.
I love the cover.
I know, isn't it really, really good?
It is a really good cover.
I mean, look at that. How twisted that is. It's like,
It
oh
is
my God.
twisted.
It's like all you gotta do is look for the 666 on his head.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Brian is reading the Susanna Hoffs
On
book.
the back of his head.
On his back of his head.
It's on the back of the head.
Back of
Alan,
the
you
head.
need to
The
check
number
my
of the
head.
beast
See
is
that
back there.
666 over here. Alan, you need to check the back of my head. See if I have 666.
You might. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I know she did. She was the Bengals songwriter, but nothing inspired me to pick up that
I
book.
like her.
We'll have to see what Brian says about
I
it
like her.
and see if he can convince us to pick it up. And Gareth, I hope the Susanna Hoff book is good. She's cool. Anyone reading Valley of the Dolls? Someone is reading Valley. I remember someone's Garbogist. Someone is reading. I don't know. I don't remember who it is, but someone is reading Valley of the Dolls. I remember drawing a picture of a teacher I hated with piranha teeth, 5th grade, 1996 or 1997. Okay, Brian says not
Well,
terrible.
how old are you, anyways? I graduated in 2003.
1983. I'm feeling like an old man.
You're not old, Greg. You're not old.
Yeah, Brian. Although that's a faint praise.
What's that, Ellen?
It's my prescription.
Hey, I was gonna say, Ellen, you're looking pretty handsome with your hair like that,
Oh, well, thank you.
and with your polo shirt. You're looking kind of suave over there.
So, Stephanie, I'm reading Scruples by Judith Krantz. She's like Jackie Collins.
Oh, yeah.
remember
I
reading it
remember her.
in the 80s and loving it. The Happy Hooker book looks fun. I remember Judith
Right.
Krantz was big in the 80s. That's when I was working for Crown Books, and she'd always
Yeah.
hit the bestseller list.
Yeah, she was.
I can believe that.
That's a great Judith Krantz for August is a great pick.
So, Brian, I got in big trouble when my parents found a copy of The Happy Hooker in my room.
This book is pretty popular and known, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it had a run for a while.
Because Shannon has read this book too when she was a teenager. She took it from her parents' shelf.
And MJ's definitely on for Lupe. Nettie,
Lupe.
I really want to say, but I have to go to bed. Thanks for the laugh. I will catch up with this tomorrow. Have a great live. Night, night, everyone in the
All right,
chat.
Nettie.
Nick, Greg,
Thanks,
Alan,
Nettie.
and Pat. Good night, Nettie.
Hi, Nettie.
You know, Nettie's real name is Annette. You know that, right?
Mm-mm.
Yep.
No,
True story.
Let me call her Nettie.
so have I. Someone says, call me something else, you know? So Brian's about a third of the way through his book. Nettie saying goodbye. Brian, that sounds like you need a whole video for Garbogist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
with these guys, these two, yeah, I'm in the middle. You know, I can't.
yeah. Brian says maybe a Garbogist video.
We're getting all squished over there, Alan.
Brian, MJ is right. Let's have a full video. Great to see you back here as well. Nettie, bad. We shall make up our own minds about Lupe. Lupe sounds posh. Yeah. Thanks, Gareth. Had my follow-up today. I'm all clear. Maybe I'll make a Garbogist short. So you're saying there's a chance, says MJ. That's a good point. Al, you're looking well, mate.
Yep.
Stephanie, I read Scruples when I was a kid too. Her other book, my parents weren't happy
Scruples, yeah,
about me
that's a
reading.
Judith Krantz.
You know, my parents never complained about any book that I read. I think they said always reading will just leave them alone.
I know, right? As long as you're busy reading, what harm can it do? I would, yeah.
That's a good point, Greg. My parents never. They always encouraged me to go to the library, and you know,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Or they just didn't care enough. Like, as long as he's not asking us for something, just leave him alone.
Right? Yeah, he's
Yes.
off reading a he's off reading a book.
Stephanie, I have not heard of Scruples in forever. Was that made into a TV miniseries? I bet that it was. Fred, Greg, do you ever get into reading slumps? May I ask, what other hobbies do you have that you do when you hit a reading? I do hit reading slumps where I don't read a lot. Like some days I read maybe 50 pages. Some days it's 150 or 200 pages, but I don't really do anything to get out of a slump. If it's a bad slump, I just DNF the book that I'm currently reading and pick up something real easy to read. Like
That's what I do, yeah.
Like Dean Koontz, because you can read this with half a brain and get everything that's in that book. Yeah, honestly, I don't have many other hobbies. My other one would be going for a walk every day.
Well, that's a good one.
That I do. If I don't go for my walk in the morning, I get cranky because I want to go out and walk. Now, in weather like this, I have to go to the community lodge, and they have an indoor track, and I can just circle the track for a half hour. But that's just holding it in place, because if I walked outside, I'd be just drenched in sweat. It's just
I'm so done with summer. I'm done. We're still not out of the triple digits.
So Alan, do you ever get into reading slumps? But you have your art and your guitar. You can always pick up that, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Alan keeps
right. So I rarely get bored, but I'm going to write a short story about Greg sometime, about the man who has no hobbies other than reading. And his wife, goes, now we're retired, honey, we can spend more time together. And they try pickleball. They try the movies. They try, different things at the community center. And Greg finally comes up with a great idea. He goes, well, Greg, or whatever his name, the character name is, honey, I found a great idea we can share together. Oh, great. What is that? A book club. I noticed a book club on the community center. Something like that.
Something like that.
Sounds like a good one.
William, parents have the weirdest things on their shelves. It's where I found the Sheik.
The Sheik?
Don't know the Sheik.
Do tell, William. Do tell.
Yeah.
The Sheik was a wrestler. The Sheik was a wrestler. He throw sand in people's eyes.
So Gareth, when my daughter was 5 years old, she had a teacher called Mrs. Curtin. I told her to ask if her teacher's name was Annette. Annette Curtin?
Yeah.
Annette Curtin. Oh, Annette. Yeah. All right. She did too. Scruples was made into a miniseries with Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman. And Barry.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
That might be before your time, Dad. The Bionic Woman.
You know who Lindsay Wagner is married to? This is how much trivia I know. Do you know how much? Do you know who Lindsay Wagner is married to?
She was married
Quincy
to
Jones.
What?
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. Okay.
Google it.
I believe you. Hi, saying hi to Flo. Saying hi. She's saying hi back. So here's thanks, Careful. I'll extend the question to each host. What do you do when you hit a reading slump? Do we answer that one?
I read something that's more entertaining than a short book to get me out of reading slump. Yeah.
Um,
Like kind of like what you do,
that's
Greg.
good advice.
I've been in a reading slump for a whole week now.
Oh. Yeah,
I'll
I
take
switched back from Kindle to text or
Yeah, yes, sparkly. Alan says I look like a New Year's chick, New Year's Eve chick, like a
Could
disco
be.
ball.
Could be. So, hello, Courtney. She says, Bad,
oh,
you are
Courtney's here. Hi.
sparkly. Yeah.
I'm ready to party and go nowhere but a book.
Alan, why dressed up? You look nice. You know, you're usually in a ratty t-shirt.
I'm telling you, Alan,
This is
you're looking
one of my
suave.
father's. This is one of my father's shirts. It's one of my father's shirts. All right. He whenever he visits, he gives me about
But
25 shirts.
you should wear polos more often. You look suave.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you wearing, Greg?
I'm just wearing a t-shirt
Hello.
from Florida, Lover's Key. Nothing here. Just
You should do the catwalk.
nah, it's just a t-shirt. Nothing there. So, Brian, I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian home. My parents were still cool with most books. The Happy Age, not so much. Right, I could see that.
We need to get him in the Faulkner in August.
I know.
Growing up in a
Brian
fundamentalist
is in
Christian
Faulkner in
home.
August. Gareth, I saw that. Dad joke, haha. Saying hi to Courtney. Hi, Courtney. Everyone's saying hi to Courtney. Yeah. MJ loved the Bionic Woman. Lindsay Wagner was in loads of made-for-TV movies. Flo, I remember the Iron Sheik. I don't. Oh, MJ had the Bionic Woman Barbie doll. The Sheik by Maggie Davis is my Garbogist pick, not to be confused with The Sheik by E.M. Hull. Good to read, a safe bet to get out of a slump, I think. Alan is styling. Alan must have a date after. He could. It's still early for him.
We should go partying, Alan. We're like
What?
ready to party. Like
Flo,
comment.
I had the Bionic Woman Halloween costume from Woolworth.
Here I go. I'm about ready to get kicked off.
Yep. Yeah, Alan might be saying bye to you. Gareth, we bought our daughter a Barbie recently, even though she's 28. It was a Jane Goodall Barbie. A Jane Goodall Barbie sounds pretty awesome that they're teaching women about the value of Jane Goodall. Does she come with a plastic ape companion instead of a Ken? MJ, the Grape Jelly Library, and me, and Marie Osmond. Hey, folks, gotta go. Have fun live stream. Goodbye, Brian. We might be saying goodbye to Alan.
Uh-oh. He'll come back.
He will.
Maybe he got shy. We're just telling him that he looks too handsome.
Grape Jelly, I had the Donnie and Marie dolls and the lunchbox. Yeah, she did. She's holding a chimp. He's talking about the Barbie doll. Yeah, my lunchbox was Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Oh. I'm not sure anyone here remembers that show.
Oh, now he's on my right side.
Yep. Does anyone in the TV comments remember the show Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp? That's where they didn't have any human actors. It was all chimps in clothes.
That's cute.
And they sort of, I guess they put peanut butter in the chimp's mouth, maybe, and then they voiced over stupid voices for the chimps. And Lancelot was a secret agent against like an orangutan.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Lancelot Lake's Secret Chimp? All right. Yeah, MJ, great. We definitely have more books in common. We do for sure. Lancelot was great. Oh, Zap remembers Lancelot. Okay. And Jim remembers Lancelot Link. Okay, I'm not alone. I would have to set it to a trigger memory. Okay. What else? Should we do the spin?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that.
Now, for people who are not in the know, we had a reading group for 1984, and we had a live discussion last Friday. And it went so well, we decided to turn it into a semi-regular book group called the End of the World Book Group. And we are going to be discussing dystopian fiction and post-apocalyptic fiction. And we're not sure, it's not going to be every month. It's going to be every other month, maybe every other quarter. Who knows? We may not even have a set schedule. It might be whenever we want to do it. So all the members submitted some ideas of post-apocalyptic fiction or dystopian fiction. And we have about 25 choices. And in the group, getting people to vote in some sort of systematic order or agree is, I said, it's like herding cats. It's just, bye, Alan. Kind of hard to do. What we did, I made a list of all the books, and with Nettie's help, she pointed me out to this spin wheel place. I'm going to talk a bit more, wait for Alan to come in just to see if he
pops up,
gets to watch the spin live.
Yeah, I don't think he would want to miss it.
I don't think, here he is. All right, you're back, Alan. We're about ready to do the spin. I loved BJ and the Bear when I was. I don't know BJ and the Bear. Stephanie loved BJ and the Bear. Grape Jelly. I turned into
I
BJ
remember
and the Bear
that.
weekly. Williams Library. Ooh, count me in for that. William, if you want to join the End of the World book club, you have to be on Voxer.
Join. Yeah.
Send me a Voxer to GEEMONT235, and I will add you to the group.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on for a second. I'm going to change the display a bit.
I thought it was a computerized wheel. You have an
It is.
actual wheel.
All right.
Cool.
I'm putting you all in the background just for a moment so everyone can see this.
Oh, cool.
Cute.
Oh,
We is going to be the book, and we by that is actually a very, very good choice, because that's the book sort of that George Orwell based 1984 off of.
What book was it? I couldn't
We?
see it.
I will post it.
oh, I have that.
Yeah, I think Nettie sent you the book, or someone sent you the book just recently.
She did. Nettie did. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I read that. So I'll reread that. Okay, spin again, though. Spin
Why?
again for number 2.
Do you want a second spin for first and second books?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why'd you be clockwork, Ellen?
I hope not. I hope it's Station 11 or the Book of Dave. I hope.
That'd be awesome.
All right, I'm gonna change the screen view again, so take you off for a second. All right, first and second choices. Hold on. All right. So we have our first and second choices. That will be We. Read by Fred has that down there. Yep, that's the author.
What was the second one?
Children of the Mist.
Children, that's P.D. James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've read that one before, or listened to the audiobook, so I'll definitely want to revisit that. A lot of people love that book.
What was your thoughts, Greg?
I was not hugely impressed by it, but I've seen so many people talk about it and how much they like it. I'm going, well, maybe I missed something the first time I read it.
Second chance.
Yeah. All right. Now we have to figure out when we're going to read these books. I know it's not in August. September, October for maybe November. We can figure it out in the group.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay, Gareth, is great. Oh, wow. Children of Men.
Yeah, Gareth like we.
I think he's excited.
So, William,
I've never heard of that Children of Men. I'll have to look into that.
You can get it from the Portland Library. I'm absolutely sure. William, I need to buy We. It's one of 2 dystopians pre-World War II classics I don't have. MJ, I haven't read either one. It's a win-win. Flo, I haven't read either one, so I'm looking forward to this. Okay. Well, that is the spin in the poem, and we're free to discuss whatever we want to discuss.
Well, Garbagas is tomorrow. Are you excited, Greg?
I am. I have started this today. I've read like the first chapter.
Okay.
So it's really, but this is Nick Carter.
Okay.
It says the author's Nick Carter, but the main character's name is Nick Carter. And it's told in first person. And it's not written by Nick Carter. It's a pseudonym. It's a pseudonym. And this is a spy thriller.
Okay.
It's sort of like James Bond, but he gets kind of naughty in this book.
It gets spicy.
It gets a little spicy. Not as spicy as not the the Lone Star series that I read for my Garbage. Not that spicy. That one is really spicy, but this is fun. And of course,
I was looking through my copy of We.
I'm going to be reading this for Garbage.
The Hot Tomatoes.
The Hot Tomatoes. And I know MJ's been looking for this book.
Panther. Yeah.
Panther. So I have a lot of other stuff that is Garbagas potential, especially on Kindle. But that with Lupe, these are my paperback Garbagas books.
And Lupe is like in the middle of August, right?
Yeah, it's the second week of August.
Okay.
So I guess we start at Sunday.
Sounds good. Read about a Psycho Kid.
Devil Kid, I don't know. Lost Alan again.
He'll come back.
Children of Men is a future where women can't give birth and someone gets pregnant.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. MJ, I'm still hunting for Panther.
It's hard to find that one.
It is. And the thing is,
crabs.
It's selling for like $40, $50 now. And I remember going to a used bookstore when it was like $1.05 and picking it up. This was before Grady Hendrix came along and made all the horror paperbacks really expensive.
I still want Killer Crabs, but that's expensive. It's hard to find.
Killer Crabs is like, the first one's like $100.
I know. It's expensive. I saw some on Amazon. It's like, no way. But maybe if I'm tempted. He says it's not worth that much, so.
Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, I got to get up. My wife's at the door, sliding door.
Chris is at the door.
Are you excited about Faulkner? Of course you are.
Right? Yeah, I've read Epsilon. 3 times, so I'm into it, and I've started the audio of
Okay.
it.
I've been looking for Faulkner books or related to what you're talking about at the secondhand store, but no luck. So I've been looking for those books. Oh, she's. I love the pink has.
This is his walking harness because we take him for walks now.
Too cute. Yeah, you can tell he wants
Well,
to
Greg,
walk.
do you have him? Do you have him microchipped?
He is microchipped.
If
Yes,
you're gonna take him for a walk, get him chipped too.
we do. And this is an air tag. So
Oh,
Oriole's asleep on my bed over there.
if he ever got out with it, we could theorize. Oh,
you track him.
and she bought this. I think this is catnip.
Oh, I love when cats get
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
too cute.
Well, Greg, I've asked you before, maybe you forgot. Send me a picture of your cats, and I'll draw you a sketch of them.
I remember I was looking for a good picture of their face because that's what you want. You want to get because sometimes you take a picture and it doesn't quite capture their personality. Because a cat just like, why you take a picture of me? Well, whatever.
Me and Oriole take selfies all the time, so. Oh.
There's a picture of my dog Angus.
I like the big old nose.
Yeah.
And the cute little eyes.
That's Angus.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a great dog.
Yeah. I had a dog named Chaz. This is before BookTube.
Chaz, good name.
Well, what happened is that
I would name my Chihuahua Chaz.
We didn't.
If I had a Chihuahua, I could see like Chaz. Chaz.
What happened is my wife was at the time a supervisor at her office, and had a number of employees that reported to her, and she had one employee whose wife had just given birth to a child, and the child had a defective heart. So the child was on a waiting list for an infant heart transplant. And the doctor says you have to get rid of all your pets when the child goes home because there'd be a risk of infection. So one day, my wife was being nice and saying, what can I do to help you? He says, adopt my dog.
Oh.
So we brought the dog over, and he did okay. Said, okay, we'll take the dog. And then he's coming a couple of days later. Says, can you take my cat too? And so we just took the cat sight unseen, and so that's how we got the dog named Chaz. And he was a beagle mix, and he just loved to bray.
It's a very thoughtful story, though. How you got the dog?
Yeah, he was a good dog. The cat was a good cat too. I mean,
yeah,
really good. But didn't expect that to happen that way. But they were good. He was a good dog, even though.
Yeah, it's really
here's hold on, William. I wonder if Ollie will drop the Happy Garbagas video in 15 hours or earlier. I don't know what time he drops the video, but it's past midnight his time, so it could be dropping any moment.
Yeah. Ollie surprised me. I think I told Greg and MJ too. Ollie got with me on Voxer, and for Ollie to go on Voxer is like unheard of.
He doesn't like
Discord. Yeah, I was surprised to get a message from Ollie today.
Here's Flo. I have to check my PO tomorrow. Shannon is sending me the secret lives of the sex witches.
All right.
The cursed book tour continues.
Hello, I'm gonna love to hear your thoughts on
not
that.
send it to me. I'm not on that list.
No, this is not the disgusting book. This is a fun book about being possessed by a sex witch and going out and have lots of sex.
I have enough of that in my life.
Nice flow. Great. Hi, pretty kitty. Yeah, he's still here. He's eating his catnip on my table. Too cute kitty. All right. Absalom, Samuel 2, 315. We're talking about Absalom. Absalom. We need to talk about Faulkner once we get to the end of these comments.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. I'm nervous, Gareth. Haha, it won't be too boring. Fred Greg, that's a very nice of you and your wife to help.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous, Gareth.
about
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
I'm sure they knew their pets were in a good place. Yeah, they were the good cat and dog. Flo, Greg, how wonderful of you and your wife.
It is.
Usually Ollie puts his videos out at 5 p.m. So that would be about 16 hours from now.
Woo-hoo.
Okay. All right. Well, we are at the end of the comments. Oh, hold on. Garbagostina Trasharica is back at midnight Eastern Standard Time. LOL. Well, I've got my killer animal collection going up at 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
I got my Texas going on at 6 a.m.
Okay. All right.
I pushed the notification on that bed. It's 4 a.m. my time.
Woo-hoo, so you're going to see it real early.
Yeah.
Well, you're up.
Like it, Alan. I promise it's not spooky. Well, only person it's not spooky. You're going to love it.
I have to watch it like that, man. I have to go like that.
I was at 106-degree weather out in the country. 106. Oh. I barely made it. I was like, you're going to see me in the video. My ears red. My knuckles are a little red. I was getting red in my shoulders. I was like a brave girl. I was like, woo, we're going to get this video. We're going to get this video. I was like, we're going to get it. It was hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Austin, Phoenix. That's why I live in Portland, Oregon.
You have beautiful weather, Alan.
The Pacific Northwest is absolutely beautiful in the summer. Best weather in the country.
I'm thinking about moving. It's too hot.
Would your husband move up to Portland or to Seattle?
Probably not. My husband's settled. It's gonna.
Well,
take
you guys are young. You guys are young, so yeah, you have a lot of time to think about that. Goes. Yeah.
Todd, The Mad and the Bad by Jean-Patrick Machette. That's my starting event of the month. That's a good book.
Very good book. Well, I don't know it, but yeah.
He is a French crime writer. So it's a crime story set in Paris usually. My favorite book by him is called Nada, which is just Spanish for nothing. And there's a terrorist group from Spain or something. I remember, but that was my favorite one of his.
Hey, Todd, you should make a YouTube channel or something because you're really good at knowing about books. You would really hit it off on your BookTube channel, I think. I think so. I think Todd would be great. So.
Yep, Flo, I love Garbagostina. Gareth, I need to do the Garbagos tag. I will include a story about vomit.
Vomit? Gareth, vomit?
Well, Gareth, I almost did a vomit story for mine, but
that's cool.
People Brian has a great vomit story. Brian and Bookish. Like back in the day, somebody vomited on his. I think it's his. Fitzgerald. Not Tender as a Night, but Great Gatsby. Somebody vomited on his Great Gatsby and he tried to rub it off and it made it worse. And now he still has the book. He shows it sometimes.
Well, I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, if someone vomited on a book that I owned, I would just throw that book in the trash.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Especially the Great Gatsby. You can go out and get Great Gatsby any old place.
I know. It's one of his favorite books.
I don't doubt. I'm just saying that a book with vomit on it is
You're like, nope, no more.
No.
I have a story about a tie-dye Ulysses story. A Gabler edition of Ulysses, not the one I have back there, but when I was in Ireland, we were at a party and it was closing down. So my friend says, Alan, take these bottles of wine, put them in your backpack. And I put them in my backpack. I didn't know they were open bottles of wine. I put them in upside down, and the next day I thought my books were ruined. I was so pissed. But I dried them out, and it had like an outline of like watercolor, like violet, purple, red, my tie-dyed Ulysses. But I lost it. I don't have it anymore. But
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Todd can't wait. MJ, I'll be watching. 75 breezy, sunny blue skies. Chris, if it's 75, he's either in Canada or the Pacific Northwest, I'm guessing.
yeah, San Diego maybe.
Maybe San Diego. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I could live anywhere I wanted to, as all three of us could. But if I didn't live in Portland, I'd live in San Diego. I really like it. But you know, the money.
Well, I told you this before in the live, is my wife and I were on in San Diego. We were on that island, Coronado.
Yeah.
We were looking at a house for sale. It was like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house, $1.5 million.
But you have good credit, so you can get that like that.
I know.
Well, the problem is, theoretically, if I were still working as a computer programmer and I really pushed for that senior program, yeah, theoretically, we could have afforded the mortgage. But it'd be like, do we pay the mortgage or do we pay the cat vet, take the cat to the vet? It'd be that kind of,
Do you know this acronym? I've been dying to ask you. It's called DINK, DINK.
Full income, no kids.
Yeah, that's what you are.
We are.
Yeah, man, that's a good way to be. So it's bad.
What?
You're a dink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in a 2-story house, and it's not fair. I have a little room for my library, which is not bad. I'm not complaining. But the upstairs has a beautiful media or an extra living room on top, like right above me. And it has a beautiful view of like a huge window. And my husband took that. Took that area as a theater room. So we made that as a theater room. So we could watch movies and popcorn and hot dogs and everything. So upstairs is our media TV room, but I wish it could have been my library, like Greg's, large and massive.
Well, Bad, you and I have been talking about your, like, you want a sea shed. You and Nettie, you need like a sea shed for your artwork and like your crafts.
I'm going to invite you to my backyard, Alan, and then we'll do the projects together. I need the motivation. But yeah, we have been talking about it. That'd be so pretty. That'd be nice. Like you have your room, you're organizing it with your albums and everything.
Oh yeah, I've got like a my little studio area is over here.
I know. It's really looking good.
Yeah, it's where I spend my time.
Yep. Here's MJ saying a signed book with vomit. No, thank you. I totally agree. Here's Garrett. My story will definitely make people go ooh. I guess I could tell you my vomit story. Does anyone hear a vomit story?
Yeah, I do. Then I'll share mine.
Okay. Back when I was 17 years old, it was summer. My brother was working, and he was a stagehand, where you just work on this backstage, and he was working for Holiday on Ice. That was a traveling ice show that they had. I don't think they do those anymore. Okay. This would have been 1982, maybe 81, somewhere around. I was 17, and up at Lake Placid.
Right.
They had their ice show, and he said, I can let you stay with me in my hotel room, and you can do a summer job. And I said, okay. And now, back when I was 17, I had a full beard, so no one guessed I was under 18. So I could go out drinking, like adult. And
Yeah.
there was this beautiful girl in the ice show. I think her name was Debbie, but who knows? Okay. And I was 17. I was like, oh, you're so beautiful. And she was like early 20s, maybe mid 20s. And she's going, kid, you're 17. Go away. But we were in a bar, and Debbie was there. And I was all excited. She had a new pair of shoes on, and I had been drinking too much.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And guess where that vomit hit?
In her new shoes?
Her new shoes.
Oh.
God.
But
It's hello.
Did you buy her some new shoes?
No.
No. That's a good one. But that's like common too. Everybody pukes on everybody's shoes, I think. So it just comes out.
You just, when you're 17 and you're not used to drinking that much, it just.
Well, my story is I didn't puke. It was a friend that puked. I was driving her home and she had too much to drink. She threw up in my car. And I had to go to work. I had to do everything for the whole weekend with her old barf in my car. And then I finally got to her house like 2 days after and made her clean it up.
Mm-hmm. This is
That
Bella.
was so gross. I was not going to clean it. I had her clean it.
Of course.
It was so gross, but I had to go through the whole weekend smelling it.
Hi, Bella.
Hey, Dave.
This is not Tay. This is Bella.
That's Bella?
That's Bella. The Great Gatsby. I need to read that again. It was okay when I was a teenager, but I may appreciate it more as an adult. Oh, Stephanie, goodbye. Sorry, I didn't read your comment soon enough to actually say goodbye to you. Here's Gareth saying goodbye.
Oh, my stuff.
Yep. 1 bed, 1 bath, 1.5 million. Oh, geez, that's insane. That's not insane for Coronado Island near San Diego. It's a really expensive place to live.
Beautiful place.
Absolutely gorgeous. You're not too far from the beach.
The best Mexican food I've ever had, and I've spent 20 plus years in Phoenix area. Best Mexican food I ever had was San Diego.
I believe it.
So now you know. Now you know.
You go, Greg. Ha, ha. That's brilliant. Not the best pickup style. Yeah, I think I've improved my ability just a little bit after my 17-year-old self. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Faulkner August because Alan's this is his favorite time of the year. It's not Garbogust. It's Faulkner in August.
Do tell, Ellen. Do tell.
Now, as I mentioned, this is my second reading of Absalom. And it's really, I forgot how complicated of a book it was. I mean, you can read it, but you have to pay attention because there's lots of different layers going on. I wish Alan were here to talk about the layers in Absalom.
All right.
Well, when you say layers, I guess, are you saying like the narrators? Because there's like 4 narrators. Yeah. It's like you got to get in tune with the narrators, and some are telling you lies. Unreliable narrators.
Yeah, I've just done chapter 1 today, and introduced to Sutpen and his Sutpen 100, and the woman, the old oh God,
Judith.
Judith is one of the girls.
Or Ellen.
The old lady who's sort
Rosa.
of Rosa. Who's
Yeah.
talking to Quinn.
She's telling the story.
She wants
Rosa.
She wants people to know the story of Sutpen, and it's like,
yeah, she's telling it to Quentin Thompson. But she's a not a cornfield. Yeah. So we got the cornfields and the Thompsons and the Sutpens and, a lot of, sounds complicated, but it boils down to a mystery, a ghost story. If you're in a Civil War, yeah.
Well, a lot of this is when I'm reading this is that you really get the feeling that the South really never gave up on the Civil War. They lost, but in their hearts, they still said we didn't. It's still going on.
The South will rise again, Craig.
And
the South will rise again.
I think that's true even in today's mentality with the South is that it's still here,
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it's headquartered in Florida these days. Too bad it wasn't back in Oxford, Mississippi. But the politics of the time. But I like going back to. I was lucky enough to spend a couple years in Moultrie, Georgia, 20 miles north of Tallahassee, Bible Belt. So I get a flavor of the South. I've never been in Mississippi. I've been through it, but Georgia's like closest I want to come. Talk about humid, and Faulkner in August is humid and just sweaty, and
sounds like
moss hanging off the trees. The moss.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that all month long.
Any ideas on your next video on Faulkner, Alan?
I'll just wait. I'll wait for Brian and Greg and Una and Hannah and MJ and everybody else. We have a lot in the group.
I was actually thinking that today. It's like that's a lot of. I mean, more than any other year. I think. I don't know about the first 2 years, but
you're correct. Yeah, I don't know. It's over 10. So it's great. We have new people coming to Faulkner, never read before. We have some never read before Epsilon. People have read As I Lay Dying or my favorite light novelist. But then we have experts like Una and Brian and
yeah. I don't consider
Hannah. I don't consider Joyner Hannah's books. I'm glad Hannah joined us again. She's a Faulkner expert.
Yeah, even though I've read quite a few of his books now, I don't consider myself an expert. I mean,
me neither. I mean, I still have. I haven't read his first ones, and I still need to read Go Down Moses and which is considered part of his short stories in a way. But I'm fascinated with Faulkner and Joyce and Pichon too. We can let the cat out of the bag. We're going to do Gravity's Rainbow next year. So I'm looking forward to that, Greg, and with Nettie.
Are we doing that in January? We're going to do that for our March of the Mammoths.
You pick. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
good
go
plan.
ahead and talk about that. Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah. Well, we should probably, if we do Gravity's Rainbow, we should probably open it up, sort of like Fog, and get a group of people to read that, because a lot of people want to read that book, I think, or a lot of people are scared to read that book. I mean, I listen to the audiobook, which is probably not the best way to get every detail that he's talking about, but it gets me into the book. So my second time around, I will know the basic story, and it'll be a lot easier to pick up all the details, what's going on.
I'll stay tuned to it. I'll watch you guys. So I can
Now,
learn
Yeah,
more about it.
now thing is,
yeah.
it's an easy book.
I'm so glad to have my copy of A Gravity's Rainbow back. Yeah, I've got with the French. What do you call those?
French
No.
flats.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good cover.
So my copy is all annotated up. Of course, it's
Of
it's a
course.
mess.
That's okay. Actually, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
annotated up. So, because I went through with the book chemist with this, and yeah, I'm glad to have this copy. So I look forward to going into this, and it's going to be a wild ride. It's some bizarro, man. Talk
I'll
about
stay tuned.
Garbogest. You know, there's some scenes in here that would qualify for Garbogest.
So, Bibliophile Raider says, read Victor B. Miller for Garbogest. I am not familiar with Victor B. Miller. You'll have to leave some comments to entice us. Chris, Absalom, the style is oblique, involuted, kind of difficult, difficult for the reader, must cooperate, hallucinated language, bitter, alien, unattractive language, intersecting mazes.
Oh, come on, Chris. You can do better than that. You want to, if you want to provoke me, you have to do better than that.
Read by Fred. I just looked it up. Gravity's Rainbow is 768 pages or 1,200 e-pages. Ouch. I'll skip that. Yeah, it's long.
Yeah,
Is yours copy over 800, Alan?
no, 776.
So, it doesn't count for March of the Mammoths.
No, I guess not. No.
I thought mine was over 800 pages. Maybe it's not. Hold on for a second.
March of the Mammoth. Did you join March of the Mammoth, Alan?
Yeah, I've been part of that for 5 years.
All right.
You know, I like big books, and I cannot lie. You know.
My is 887 pages.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay.
So if I read it, it would count for March of the Mammoths, but
Well, since I'm a pathological liar, I can
No, you're not.
I can do that too.
yeah, I guess so.
Or we can do it in January. I don't care.
Yeah, well, January we have a tradition. We do a William Gaddis book in January.
Oh, that is tradition now.
I have no idea if it's a tradition. We just done it for 2 years in a row.
Right. Well, since you named it tradition, I agree. You sent me a couple of Gaddis books. Which one are we going to read next?
I've only sent you A Frolic of His Own.
Oh,
There is another one, Carpenter's Gothic. I don't think I've sent you. That's really short. That is like 250 pages. So it's like, but it's in publication order. So maybe we'll just do Carpenter's Gothic and take an easy time with that one. Jim, I read Against the Day for this past March of the Mammoths. Now, Against the Day is Alan's favorite book of all time, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be. It might be my favorite novel of all time. Yeah, and I have 2 copies. So, I see a giveaway coming up sometime. But here's the Geddes book you sent me.
Yep.
But you want to read another one by him?
We'll discuss. I mean, we'll talk about it later. We'll figure out. If you have that one, maybe we'll just do that one.
Wow, this looks like a trip.
Did you read the first sentence? The first sentence is a really good first sentence.
Justice. You get justice in the next world. In this world, you have the law. All right. Damn.
So, Jim, did you like Against? I listened to the audiobook of Against the Day, and it was all right. I liked it. I liked it pretty well, but I could tell again, like you said, you missed something with Pinchon just listening to the audiobook. There's a lot more depth there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of scientific stuff that goes in the Chums of Chance, this adventure group. Well, they have this blimp. Let's call it a blimp. So it goes all around the world. It can go under sand. It goes under sand and up. It has all these like physics possibilities that Pichon explains that make you believe that a blimp can go under sand and investigate like Egypt and the pyramids, and just a crazy novel.
Yeah.
It's like adventure novel, full of romance, full of camaraderie. I just like that.
So here's Todd. Fun night, guys. It's nice to see you all together. I truly laughed out loud many times and learned a few things. Great recommendations as well. Love these lives. So much fun. Thank you. Well, thank you, Todd.
Thank you,
for
Todd.
showing up. We always appreciate having viewers and commenters.
I make you laugh. You think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? What's funny? What's funny, huh? What's funny?
I don't think you quite get that right, Alan.
That was good, Alan. That was good.
Joe Pesci, yeah.
I can't do that.
So here's a question for you, Bad, from Fred. Bad, how many books do you have on your TBR for Garbogist? Do you think you'll be able to read them all?
I don't have that many. I just have a few. Well, 5. I don't have a big list.
A few, like 50.
I do have plenty of Garbogist trashy reads, but I'm gonna take it just one book at a week. I'm not gonna rush it or see how many I can read through the whole August. I'm just gonna try and just enjoy it. But my options are open. Like if I don't well, actually all of these are good, but if I'm not feeling it, I'll just go into something else. But yeah,
that's a good way to be.
Yeah, I think so. No pressure.
I've got more books than I can possibly read.
I do too, but
I could not physically read them all. So I got from Garbogist 2024 as well.
And I stopped buying the Garbogist trashy reads like a couple of weeks ago. Like we have yeah. I couldn't find no more Hot Tomatoes. That was all done.
Yep. So by Todd, he says Jim loved it. I'm presuming he's talking about Against the Day. I still miss reading it. So Gareth, Al's Wi-Fi is doing a great job. He's not too. He only a few times, and you're back on. So
yeah, it's I don't know. I paid my bill. I paid my phone bill. Effing T-Mobile. They SUX. They suck. T-Mobile. Don't get me started.
Well, you always come back, Alan.
Chris, Absalom, deliberately withheld meaning of progressive and partial and delayed disclosure. All right. Well, any final words for Garbogist? We are at an hour and a half of the show. So
I'm just wishing everybody a happy Garbagas. I'm going to stay tuned to everybody's videos because I know everybody's excited. It's like Christmas. We're going to open our presents tomorrow and then watch everybody's videos. So I'm excited.
yeah, I don't even know what's dropping tomorrow. How many? I know I'm behind on a few. I see a lot of Garbogast video, and I say I got to get to it. I got to get to it, and it's like I'm spending like hours a day just watching YouTube videos. So
yeah,
I'll catch up in the next few days.
And then Alan, congratulations on Faulkner again, and I'll stay tuned too.
I think it will.
I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. I'm gonna have like I've had pizza jerk down the street like 3 nights in a row. So I might as well make it 4. Might as well make it 4. But I'm in the mood to start this. Now my copy of this back when I read it was all green and had a dragon. Do you remember that copy, Greg?
That's the one I had. That's when I read it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all green. So I'm kind of a mood reader, so I think I might knock this out. But then, hell yeah.
Well, the idea, Alan, is we're not reading Absalom all at one shot. We got to schedule. Right. Read like the first, I think it's like 3 chapters a week or something.
Exactly. Una was kind enough to do the scheduling, and yeah.
Yeah, I think Roz came up with an initial schedule, and he tweaked it a little bit, make it a little more.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So me, I don't like scheduling, and we've read the novel several times, or I have. So I'm just gonna wait for the other, you all to make your videos, and I look forward to that. So I'm not going to be making a Faulkner in August video for a while.
Well, the thing is, I wonder if we should do a Faulkner live at the end of the month, like we did for 1984. I don't think we can get everyone. I can't. I'm going to be tapped out at like 6 people. But maybe.
Well, yeah, that'd be a great idea. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I do want to say thank you for letting me come on your show again.
Well, thank you.
It's Garbagas Eve and Faulkner Eve. So I wish you guys the best and happy August with all the events. So
we always like having you back.
Thanks. It gives me time
you're
to
a go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Bad's been on like more than any other booktuber.
Yeah.
It's been a
this
pleasure.
This is like your 3rd or 4th time.
It gives me a reason to dress up. So I really enjoy it. But after this, I'm going to go in my sweats, take a bath.
Yeah.
I was telling Alan I was making beef soup, so I have Galdo de Res waiting for me.
Ooh.
And I'm going to have some soup, cuddle up with Oreo, and then I'm going to wish everybody a good night, and then tune in tomorrow.
And that's smooth. That's cool.
Yeah, it's been a good day, Alan.
All right. And we will wait for all the Garbogast videos. And the final comment is from Gareth. If I had a green cover, that ticks the PAX box too.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 2 books that I'm reading for PAX. I'm doing the group read of The Devil's Laughter by William Johnston. And I picked up a book on Kindle Unlimited. I think it's called Mother Maggot.
I know. I was telling Pax, we were talking about that one, and she's brave to read because I have a weakness of maggots, and I can't even look at maggots. So when I was talking to Pax about that, she's brave, and she says it's just what it is, and it's like wow. So I can't wait to. If you do read it, Greg, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that one because I can't read that one.
And here's Fred. this was a fun escape from a stressful day.
Oh,
Have a great night, everyone. Well, thank you, Fred. I'm
you,
glad
Fred. You.
there are reliefs from a tough day of work, and I remember when I had really tough days at work too. And you come back from work and go like, I don't want to do anything but veg out because your brain is socked. Well, okay, everyone.
And if your brain is soft, then Monday Night Live is the show to check out. You know.
Yeah, not a whole lot of intellectual power.
All right, y'all.
All right, everyone. Have a great night. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, you guys.